Good morning, folks. Hello. My name is TinyTim78. I hope everybody is doing well this morning. I am, as you can see, I'm on my own at the moment. Hopefully Zen might appear at some point. There we go. I'm hoping that you enjoy this. This is Beams Escape. It is a retro game. It is a modern game designed to look like a Spectrum game. So it is very much my sort of thing, for those who've seen any of my games before. And yeah, it's a very fun little puzzle platformer that we're going to give it a go here. So I am going to get started. Time will start when I select the difficulty. I will try and explain everything as I am going along. So we are ready to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're doing is we're skipping the cutscene. There's a big old cutscene there where Beat the Robot blows everything up. He's very destructive, you see. And the whole idea of this game is that you are Beat the Robot, and you've been working in this lab, and you've decided, well, you've gone a bit rogue, so you've decided you don't want to be here anymore, so you're trying to escape, as the name suggests. And, well, this is, as I say, a very fun little game. As you can see, graphically, this is a ZX Spectrum game. It's got very much the same palette. It's even got the color clash. It is very nice like that. So the first thing I've done there is I used a crowbar to throw a crate in the water so I could jump over it. I've then swapped the crowbar for a chainsaw, and I'm going to be working my way along here. Now there's quite a bit of backtracking in this game, as you get in this sort of game, but I love the graphics in this game though. It's very bright, very colourful. Right, now that battery there I don't actually need, because we're playing this on the casual difficulty, which means you don't... Oh, there we go, I died. Lovely. That means you actually have infinite lives, which makes it a lot safer for a speedrun. So we're going to go up here now then. I've picked up that green circuit board. There'll be 30 of these I need to complete the game. I'll be picking them up as I go along. If I don't pick one up, I'll be picking it up later on. I picked up the pump handle now. Drop down here. And basically, this is very much a Dizzy-style game, whereas you are absolutely... what you're doing with this is you are picking up objects, moving them to where they need to go, using them on various things. It's a lot of fun. It's a fantastic little game, this. But lovely little music, very cool graphics. It's actually quite a straightforward game as well, games of this style. There's lots of little red herring items around which you'll see, and I'll point them out as we sort of go past them. This drippy section here is pretty much RNG, so just got to be a bit careful not to get dripped on, because as it says when you die, robots and water don't mix. Right, we're now going to go over here and pick up this. Right, so first thing we're going to do now is we're going to use the pump handle we picked up, which is that red thing. We're going to go into here, use the pump handle, that drains the water. So the water on this next screen has now drained. And I'm going to drop down here. The purple crate has actually ended up right at the bottom there. We'll see it later on. This is a keycard, which we're going to need for the elevator, which is very important in this game. So we pick that up. Oh, now we've got an instance of a bug there. There's a little glitch in the game where sometimes you can get stuck on the platform. And if you do, you have to go back down. Not a major deal, but it's a very interesting little glitch there that sometimes happens. Right, okay. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Right. I've got to remember my bottle here. It's not good without the bottle. I'm going to go in here. This bottle is the next item that we're going to need. So we're going to pop in here, and we are going to go and grab that bottle. We will not get that circuit board. We'll get it later, because we will be back in here. Right. So we've now got a keycard, a chainsaw, and a bottle. So I've been lugging the chainsaw around for a bit. I won't actually be using it for a little while. Right. On the elevator. Going down. Quite a big place this, as you can see. So we're going to go down again. And there we go. We're going to go over here. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop this bottle off in front of this rather interesting looking pipe. We're then going to pick up that circuit board. I'm pressing the Q key whenever I'm picking something up, by the way, to avoid the dialogue. I'm using it as like a dialogue skip. So there is sort of button presses involved with that. There we go. So we've got this key, we've got the bottle in place. I've got to be careful not to forget this next bit. I always forget this. You've got to go in here and pick up the fire extinguisher, which we are going to be using very shortly. It's a bit drippy in here again, so just make sure it don't get dripped on. There we go. That's the circuit board. There's the fire extinguisher. Right. Okay, so I'm done with that room. Don't need to go back in here again. And there's quite a few places in this game you will go back to, and there's quite a few that you'll only see once. So we're now going up, and we're going to do a little bit of opening now. So what we've got is we've got some lockers on the second floor here. There they are. The first one I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and there's actually a circuit board hidden in that one, and I'm using the key to open that one to reveal the cheese. The cheese will be coming handy much later on, right at the very end of the run. Right, we're going to rattle along here like this, and we are going to keep going. Now this is where we finally use our chainsaw that we've been lugging around for a little while. Right, there you go, and I'm going to use the chainsaw here. While I'm using the chainsaw, do you have any messages you want to say?
I sure do. We have $25 here from Original Baum saying, "Nice to see you again, Tim," and then a smiley face. "Enjoy the rest of ESA, everyone. Less than 3. And then this goes towards the Baldur's Gate 3 target that we have, which is for a bonus run any % coming up later today. We still have a little bit of ways to go, so keep those donations coming in, keep those messages for Tim, and do make sure to put them towards a poll or a target.
Thank you very much, Bam. I really appreciate it. I did a fantastic run earlier in the week, so thank you so much indeed. Right, okay, so what I did there was use the fire extinguisher, put the fire out, that we started, by the way, and then I've grabbed the dynamite, and I've also grabbed the watering can. So I'm now going to go down here, and we are going to use this watering can. We're going to give it to somebody. We're going to give it to the greenhouse guy along here, and then we are going to go back down to the watery, well, the former watery section. We're going to go down to the cave section. So we're also going to do a bit of vandalism here, ripping up that fern, because as you do, and then we're going to give the watering can over. There was a circuit board behind that fern, by the way, which is why we did that. And we've now got another key card, which we'll be using in a bit. But first, we're going to have to use our dynamite down here. Very destructive. Beep's a very destructive robot. It's very much in the Dizzy style of blow things up and rip things up. Right, okay, we're going to go in here. We're going to use the dynamite to blow this big rock out the way here. And sitting behind that dynamite... Oh, there we go. Bit explosive. Right. And sitting behind that dynamite is a diamond. And that is what we need for the next bit. No, I'm not. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Well, we're about to do some backtracking anyway, so Tally, would you like to go again?
I would love to. That $200 donation just came in. It is from an anonymous donor with no message, but they claimed 2 of our t-shirts. They got the Goosebird Honk t-shirt and they got the Here Comes Plum event t-shirt. They also put this towards the poll for Super Metroid Sprite Choice coming up, for Trans Pride Salmon specifically, and they also put it towards the Baldur's Gate 3 target for the bonus run any %. And then before that, we also had $10 from our very own HUD601 saying, "He might be tiny, but he's certainly mighty." Sending all the love to you, Tiny Tim. Less than 3.
Thank you so much indeed for the amazing generous donation. Thank you also, HUDs. Really appreciate it. Definitely missing you, but thank you again. Right, I'm using a laser, diamond to blow up a laser there. I'm going to pick up a workshop keycard, so I've now got 2. Now, you might recognize this bit, because we're now at the top here, and we are going to operate this machine. We're going to get stuff in that bottle, which is a cryogenic liquid, very chilly, and we're going to go and grab that as well just now. It's going to be very useful as we work our way down. So we're now going to go back down here to pick up our bottle full of cold stuff. This will be the last time we're actually down in this section. There we go. We'll go and grab the bottle. There's the bottle. Look at that. Right. Okay, so we're now going to go up the stairs. And what we're going to do is we are going to do some inventory juggling a little bit now. We're going to go up here. We're going to keep on going up. And we're going to drop off the purple keycard because we will be using it, but not right at the moment. We're going to drop the purple keycard. We're going to pick up the cheese. And then we're going to go and up here. And we're going to drop the cheese. And we're then going to go in here. Now, this is... You can't get in here without that keycard, but I've now unlocked the door, thank you. We're in there, and we're going to pick up the circuit board, we're going to pick up the pot of grease, and we're going to pick up the brolly. Because every good Scot needs a brolly. It's a very wet country. Right, okay. And it protects your robots from damage as well. Right, okay, so there we go. We're going to grab that, and we're going to get down here. So we're going to go back along now to the cave section, and we're going to do a whole lot of bits and pieces in there. So we're ticking along here. Well, I'm running. Callie, any more?
There sure is. We also got another $10 from Big the Dave. And the message says beep, 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 beep. Sorry for the language, but I'm just so excited for Tim's run.
Oh dear, thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it, my friend. Thank you again. And thank you to everybody donating. I always appreciate it. Alzheimer Fund is a very, very important cause to me personally, and I always appreciate everybody donating. So thank you so much indeed.
I can also just quickly mention that we are actually over 38,000 total now for Alzheimer Fund, and thanks to your run.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. Really appreciate it. Right, so we've dropped to the bottom there, and we used the cryogenic liquid to freeze the water at the bottom there, and that allows us to get into this section here. So I've now picked up a lighter. I'm also picking up some more circuit boards. You can see the number of those going up. We're doing quite well on those. Right, now then, a bit of inventory juggling here again. I'm going to drop the lighter. Okay. And we're going to move here. And we're just going to... Hello, Sam.
Hello there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a bit of a shame. Right. Oh, right, okay. And what I was doing is picking up a whole load of items there. I'm going to drop the umbrella. I'm going to drop the skull key. Hopefully, Zem is joining me now.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. This was, I mean, it's just completely my fault for not being here early enough.
No, not at all. It happens. It got a bit. We got a bit ahead of schedule here. Everybody's going too fast this morning, you see. So.
Speedrunners. What can you do with them?
I know exactly.
Okay, so Tim, you expressly wanted me to come into this blind. So, what exactly am I looking at here?
Yes. This is Beep's Escape. It is a fairly modern game. It's about 2022, and it is designed in the style of the ZX Spectrum, which was a computer from the 1980s.
Okay.
Now, for those looking here, there's Dizzy's boxing glove and diary on the left-hand side there. Dizzy is a well-known Spectrum character that I run a lot of games of. And basically, this is a little puzzle platformer. So what we're doing, we're Beep the robot. We've blown up the lab that we work in, and we've decided we want to escape. We don't want to work anymore. So we are picking up all these objects and items, and we are just running around, basically trying to escape, as the name suggests. I'm dropping the oxygen canister there. I'm going to use the grease on this switch. And what that does is it opens that door here. And we can't get out yet. That's where we're going to go to escape. But we can't do it yet. We've still got a few things we have to do. So we're going to pick up the pickaxe here. We're going to pick up the circuit board. And we are going to go back. Now, there's lots of sort of backtracking around here. So currently I'm holding the pickaxe. I'm currently holding the shears. You can see the items at the bottom there, along with the location that I'm in. The little number on the left is the number of circuit boards I need. I need 20 of those. 30 of those, sorry, to finish the game. And on the right-hand side, the little infinity symbol is actually my lives. I'm playing on the casual difficulty, which means that there are no lives around, so I don't need to worry about it. It makes the speedrun a little bit easier.
Is it a one-hit health system? Like, how exactly does that work?
If I take a hit, I just respawn, basically.
Okay.
If I had lives on, then I would only have 3 lives or 5 lives or however many you choose. But for the speedrun, it's a lot quicker to have, a lot safer to have infinite. Now, a little bit of tech here. We're going to drop right down the side of the waterfall, which takes us back down to this area here. Now, we don't actually, that isn't intended, but it's very quick. Gives us a bit of a shortcut.
Is that just like a, mechanically, how does that work out?
Yep, you just jump. You just need to jump and position yourself beside the waterfall without hitting it, because otherwise, if you hit the waterfall, you would die.
Oh, okay.
So it's just positioning, really.
Nice.
Getting yourself in there. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to dig a hole now. We're very destructive. We're blowing things up. We're ripping things up. We're digging holes. All sorts of stuff. The worst destruction's yet to come, by the way, so we'll get that later. Right, so we're going to go into the greenhouse here, and we're going to just dig a hole in the floor using the spade. And then we're going to use the rope to abseil down here. Come on, Beat. Where are we going? There it goes. Right. Now then, you can help me with this next bit, Zen, because we've got a bit of memory coming up here. We've got to remember this. We're using that key to open that chest, and that gives us that code, 49089.
Easy enough.
We need to remember that for later. So it's 49089. I will try and remember it. Oh, no.
And I got you if you need help.
Thank you. Right, okay, we're now going to do the waterfall skip again. Oh, no, messed it up that time.
See what's tricky about that now, because you get, it seems like the velocity is kind of strange with like the initial, yeah. And you said this game was made 2 years ago?
Yes.
Wow. I think it's so interesting that a lot of developers are kind of going for more of this like retro feel with these sorts of games.
Yeah, this is a fantastic tribute. I mean, 49089 is the number. No, it's a fantastic tribute. I really do love this little game. It is very much reminiscent of the 1980 Spectrum games. That is exactly what it's like. I mean, it looks and sounds and plays exactly like those, which is the sort of game that I grew up on, so I really, really do enjoy these. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now, we're about to do a bit more wanton vandalism shortly. 49089, I'm just remembering that number just to make sure.
You're bang on.
Yep, thank you. We will be using it reasonably soon. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go back up to the second floor. This is the elevator section here. This is the main complex. And we're going to drop our code. We're going to drop the shears as well, and we're going to pick up the store card. And then we're going to rumble along here, bumbly. In here, this is a storeroom. We can use that card to get us in. And we're going to go in here. Now, there's a couple of things in here we need to do. We need to pick up the acetone at the top here. And we're going to go down here and pick up the gloves. We're also going to rummage in the corner here and find a hidden circuit board.
Ooh.
Because we need all 30 of those to finish the game. We're playing this the first time round. We spent ages vandalizing the scenery trying to find all the circuit boards. Because 2 or 3 of them are hidden.
So I actually do have a question about the code. Are all 5 digits randomized every single attempt? Okay. There's no like anybody found any like data mine like patterns or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
What was it?
49089.
49089. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Right. Okay. Yep. I was in the right place. Here we go. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give this guy the gloves. There's the gloves. We're going to pick up that circuit board while we're here. And he's given us a USB stick. And we now have all the ingredients required to do some real chaos. So we're going to rumble along here. Now notice these little cameras that are following me here, you see. We're about to do something about those. And we're going to go back along here. This is where we came at the start of the game. And we're just going to go along up here. And we're going to go up to this area here. Now, on the right-hand side there is a big pile of fertilizer. What we're going to do is we're going to drop the acetone on it and then set it on fire. And then watch on the left-hand side here. And these robots were in the room to the left, and they've just come and fried themselves. So we've just destroyed 2 very expensive robots. But the good news for us is that what that means is that the computer room is now free. And we can now use our little USB stick here in the computer. Well, our USB stick has a virus on it. So we're just going to destroy the whole place, basically. We'll do this quickly and then we'll get some donations. Right. While I'm here, let's get this circuit board. And it was 49089. 49089. There we go. Read the USB and boom. Now that's wrecked the system. Look at the cameras going a bit.
Oh, they're going haywire.
Yeah, they're going haywire now. And that allows us to get up to the 3rd floor. So while we're doing that, Tally, if you'd like to carry on. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
I would love to. We got $10 here from Argig. And the message says, diggy diggy hole. Good luck, Tim. May Beep escape with this funky tune.
Thank you so much indeed, Argic. Really, really appreciated.
And then this also went towards the pull response for Super Metroid Sprite, specifically the Trans Pride Samus, and the Baldur's Gate bonus run any % incentive. And then we also got $10 from Esper Bucket saying, yay for wanton robot vandalism.
The best kind of wanton vandalism, if you ask me.
Definitely. You're in the right place for it. Thank you so much indeed for those generous donations. Right. So what we've done, we picked up the cheese because we're going to need it later. We're going to swap the cheese for this motor. And we're actually approaching the sort of end sort of section now, really. We've only got a few more things to do. As you can see, we've got 23 out of the 30 circuit boards that we need. So we've basically wrecked the place now. And we are going to try and make our final escape. So what we have to do is go back down to the second floor here with this motor in tow. So we're going to go down here like this. Those guys I can't get past quite yet. I will be getting to them very shortly. So we've finished with the code. We'll need the shears again in shortly as well. As you can see, there's quite a lot of backtracking here, and the routing is quite important because you need to make sure everything's in the right place when you get it. When I was doing practices for this, I kind of forgot a few things, and it gets a bit messy when you get somewhere and you think, oh, I'm missing something. So, but we're on track at the moment. This is going quite well. And we are going to go in this cave. Now, we used the chainsaw to open this up earlier on, so we're now going to go in here. There's the chainsaw. We don't need it anymore. And we're going to go down here, and we're going to fix this. That's a red herring, that screwdriver. We don't need it. We're going to use the motor in to fix this thing. We're going to pop the switch. Oh, missed the lift. That's the first time that's happened. Never mind. Right, there we go. Okay, we're going to pick up the gold nugget, which we will need. We're going to go up here and try not to get batted, because there's a bat there. Bat RNG. Get out there. Right, okay, where am I going? As you can see, all the screens have got little names at the bottom, which is again, very typical of this sort of game, and very, very, very fun. Adds a lot of flavour to it. That fish head is a red herring. And
You're
the
too
paintbrush.
slow!
No, I'm not. I've said that before. Right, okay. Excuse me, I'm joking here. Right, paintbrush is a very important item, as is that circuit board, because that's the only time you're going to be going up there. Right, okay. Now then, what we have to do now is nip in here, and we're going to pick up a cable, and then we are going to run out here. And this is probably my favourite bit here. We're going to use the paintbrush, right? I'm going to go back into the workshop up here. And let's hop over here. Right. Now then, down there is a pot of paint. And I'm going to use the paintbrush to give us a lovely new red paint job.
Ooh.
And that is going to come in incredibly handy very, very shortly. Because now we're sporting a lovely Go Faster red. I'm going to pick up the shears, and we're going to go up here. Now these guys are now going to let us past because they think we're one of them. So we're going to go and use this cable to fix the hole in the floor there. We're going to then use the machine to open the door. We're now running along here. We'll come back here in a minute. We are going to rip up the foliage again to get a circuit board. And very quick sequence here now. We're going to use the shears to cut that vines down. We're then going to drop the golden nugget, and that bird at the top drops the circuit board.
Whoa.
Okay, and then we're finally going to go in this final drippy section here and get some diesel.
I'm still, frankly, this is such like a level 0 thing to say about this game. I'm still stunned by the visuals. This is such a cool looking game. It's like, it almost hurts my brain. It's so anachronistic, right? Like the idea that it's just such a modernized version of this kind of thing. This must make for a really fun casual experience as well. You know,
it is. I mean, I absolutely adored it when this game came out, and I started running it pretty much after I finished it because I knew it was my cup of tea. It was straight, absolutely fantastic. The developer is working on a sequel, but it's not the same genre. They're doing a bubble bobble style platform as the sequel, featuring Beep again, but slightly different genre this time. Right, I'm in here. I'm going to give the diesel, and the diesel, he's going to give me the wrench. And we are nearly ready to go now. We've got the final couple of bits we need to do. We need to go up to the top floor again now, up to the secret lab. And we are closing in. Now that battery on the left-hand side, by the way, there is an extra life, but I don't need it because I'm playing on the casual difficulty. You could theoretically pick that up and get an extra life if you needed it. And, oh, that's good grip RNG. Nice. We'll take that. In the robot factory here. Alright, okay, so we're in the final little bit. So the first thing I need to do down here is go and grab my cheese. I'm going to need it. We're then going to use the wrench on this machine. That turns the steam off at the top there. And now I can go up here. We've got one more circuit board to go. We're going to go in here and get a bit of Speedrun action. There we go. And then we've got a rodent as well. We're going to feed him the cheese. Nom 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 nom. He's going to go to sleep. There we go.
I do quite love the idea of leaving some cheese in a corner of a room for later, you know? Oh, this will come in handy.
Yep, and then we got the tarpaulin, which is the last piece, well, second last piece of our escape kit that we're going to need. So while we're heading right way back down to the far end, I've got one item I still need to pick up, which is the glue, so I need to make sure I don't forget that. But while we're going, Tally, would you like to go again?
I would love to. We got $100 from Prism Pack.
Woo!
And their message says, love to see Beep's Escape being run. What a fantastic indie game that sent me down a rabbit hole of classic games this was inspired by after I beat it. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Thank you so much indeed. That's really, really generous. Delighted to know that you enjoyed the game.
Can I do a couple more?
Please do.
Please, thank you. $10 from Race Pro UK. No message on this one, but it is going towards the Baldur's Gate 3 bonus run, any percent, and also towards one of the sprite choices for the Link to the Past randomizer. We have $10 from Beef Perky saying, Tiny Tim retro slots, always the highlights of any event.
Thank you so much. So generous of you. Right, I took a little shortcut there, and I went down the rope, and that saves going through that drippy room at the top again. And as long as I don't fall in the waterfall, this is actually quicker. So it's a nice little shortcut. Right, okay, we're nearing the end here then, folks. We've got 3 items in inventory, and we've got one more that's sitting up there, the oxygen canister that I took up earlier on. And we've got to avoid the bat here. Try to not get batted. There we go. That's good. But no, I really echo what you were saying, Zem, about the graphics. It's so good. It's I mean, I grew up on these sorts of games, so obviously I would appreciate them, and I'm a bit biased, but they're just amazing. It looks so good. It feels so good. It's just a fantastic little game, really, and it's basically I think pretty much a one-man show with this. So they've done an amazing job on it. Shout out to Little Martian, the developer of this game. Right, I'm gluing that thingy together using the super glue. I'm then going to grab the oxygen canister. We're going to inflate it. We're then going to use the fallen branch as a mast and the tarpaulin as a sail. And then we're going to set sail for freedom, maybe. We're now lost at sea. Time's coming up very shortly. Time will be coming up within sort of 30 seconds or so. And there we go. We're on a treasure island, which is a Dizzy reference again. And we are now going to meet the developer. There we go. We've developed Little Martian themselves, and they are going to whisk us away in their spaceship. And time. And the game crashes. It literally crashes at the end there. There we go. So that was Beep's Escape. Zem, thank you so much for joining me.
And thank you for your patience.
I really appreciate it.
I mean, not that you even needed me. You held down the fort pretty fantastically, I would say.
It was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that. So thank you so much indeed, folks. Back over to the hosts.